What's up, Joe?
What's up, YouTube?
Joe's super cold. It was like 29 degrees this morning. It's a little cold, but I mean, the sun's shining and it's a beautiful day. We couldn't work yesterday because it was just like, I got 6 inches of snow at my house and we're a little bit lower in elevation here in the city that I live in. So they didn't get as much, but it was just like snowing all day. And I woke up and I was ready to work and it just didn't seem like we got a lot of snow. I'm down to work and I want to work because our schedule is like so full that we have to work or we just really fall behind. But today we're gonna knock this black oak out. It's gonna be super cool. It's pretty thick on the base. I didn't bring my 36-inch bar. I'll be cutting it with a 32 on my 500, so I'll have to do like some double cutting when I fall the stem that way. And then you can see it's kind of sprawled out over the house, so we'll do some rigging to get that bad boy down. So that's what we're taking down. We're also going to take down this cedar right here, and then there's like a long limb hanging out right there. We're going to get that down. And the homeowners, they had just bought this house. I've worked for them before at a different property, and the wife was really concerned about this black oak and she don't want to move in until it's down. So we did some little schedule manipulation and we were able to get her in so that way they could move in and all that. So yeah, I just probably won't film a lot. I'll do like some of the rigging and then some of this rigging and then probably just for the drop. And then yeah, I'll just I've been working on another YouTube channel. So if anybody wants to go subscribe to that, that'd be cool. I don't have any subscribers right now, but it's another channel called It's Christ-in-me, and I'll put the link in the description. But it's more about like Jesus and my walk with the Lord, and just be like sharing testimonies and some of the fun things I do with my family. So it's about God, family, and just other things like that. So if you want to subscribe to that, please do. I'd be happy to have you come along for the journey. But yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good day, and we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna be safe, and God bless. So I threw me a high tie-in up there in that oak. I'm gonna be going up to get that oak anyways, but for now I'm just gonna go up this cedar and get this cedar taken care of and this oak limb. That way it'll give us a little bit of room in case we decide to like speed line some pieces or anything like that. So we got the top off. Sam did a beautiful run. It was a nice, you can see the top. It was pretty good size. It was nice. That's all I got to say about that. And now this one, it's kind of long. So I'm going to take two pieces to kind of see the clearance we got. Plenty of room. That was beautiful. Oh, that sucks. All right. All right, I'll get it out. There it is. All right. All right, so we got the limb off. We got the cedar off. I'm not sure how much of that I filmed. A lot of times. Oh, whoa! Missed my swing. A lot of time I'm so focused. I forget to turn the camera on and off. Thank you. So I'm gonna head up. I took the time to set me a tie-in earlier, so I'm just gonna use my foot ascenders to go up. My foot ascender. I'm running these geckos today because they're a little more low profile, and it's easier to get the foot ascender over it. It's a little more comfortable than the Edo ridges. So we knocked out the cedar and that limb. Gives us a little more room to play. It's working good. Much easier than spiking. Made it up this oak less than a minute. I pretty much always climb SRT, but I don't always use the ascenders. All right. So we're smashing through this already. We got one piece rigged, and I'm rigging this one. We could take bigger pieces. I'm just kind of clearing out a path. That way nothing breaks, no shrapnel breaks and gets the roof. Ready when you are, Sam? Hey Joe, have a saw ready and cut those up. That way nobody's tripping over anything when they're coming down. Face cut. Back cut. Beautiful. So what I did, I worked a little area. Now we could get these lower ones and start swinging these over too, because we got the clearance. So the reason I'm taking this top one first is because I feel like this, if I take the lower one first, it's gonna knock a bunch of stuff off. Then I'm gonna rip that off too, because we're right over the house. So if this lower one comes, it could grab these lower branches on this top one and bust them off. And I think it's just gonna be a better idea to get this one first. I'll try to swing it out that way. Fish on? About the same size. A little bit smaller, but one wrap will do. We're rigging out this whole limb. We're sailing through this thing. I think we're only like an hour into it. So I'm gonna take the time to get this off. The reason I cut it up high is because our porter wrap ran straight down there, and I didn't want to risk cutting the rope. Yeah, it's an extra cut, but I felt like it was necessary. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, because if I don't, it's gonna end up screwing up our rigging. And everything's going smooth, so I'm just gonna take the time to do it now before it bites us in the butt later. There we go. Preparation is the key to success. Good job. So I almost consider not even double tying in here, because double tying in is very important, but it's not always the safest thing to do. Sometimes you got to be ready to move. I knew I had enough butt weight by the way I tied it, but just in case, if I didn't have enough butt weight and them tips were heavier than I thought, that butt could have inverted and came back this way, and I couldn't have moved because of my flip line. So yeah, not always the safest to double tie in. It's always important to be double tied in, but sometimes it's not the safest option. Same thing with one hand in a saw. Perfect. How'd that feel?
Good. It was a little heavy. I probably could have had an extra half on it. Smoked that rope.
Smoking. It's a fine line between enough and, you know, too much. Did it pull you at all?
A little bit. But I was ready for it.
Your hands hurt?
No.
Okay. About to get this top off. Looks like it's tied up there a little bit, so that could become a problem. But I'll push it over, and we have a good lean. We'll go. Yeah, and then I didn't take this piece with it because I felt like that was a lot of back weight for me to have to push over. And then we got a union here that looks good, but we're rigging out on this tip, so just want to play it safe. Let me know when you're ready, Sam.
Ready when you are.
Going. Perfect. How'd that feel?
Good.
We'll rig 2 more pieces and then I'll be ready to start chunking it. Here, I'm gonna slash cut one, okay? Let me know when you're clear. Got it. Another piece coming off. All right, now we'll rig 1 more piece. Good job getting it away from me. Got this thing pieced out. It didn't take us long. We were taking some big pieces. And take my safety glasses off in case safety's watching. Now I'm just gonna chunk her down. Probably firewood sizes. I can get it down to about 50 feet or so, and then we can fall it out that way. I'm gonna make sure the water line doesn't run in that direction before I take this big black oak stem on top of it, but I'm pretty sure we're clear to drop it there. But yeah, everything went good. We didn't have any mess ups. I had one piece that could have came back and got me, but I had an extra, I had a backup plan for it, and I had a feeling that could have happened, so I was prepared. And everything went good, so God bless. I'll tune in for the drop. This chunk down's kind of boring, so I'll just show you guys the drop. All right. Got her chunked out. We're gonna lay it right through here. I got the 32-inch bar, so I'll be doing some double cutting. I was gonna sharpen up the 36. I got a 36-inch bar with a dull chain, and I just said, you know what, I'll just double cut. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, quick update. The job went fabulous today. We were rigging some big pieces and taking that tree down really quick. I went up SRT. I threw a line. I think I got it up there about 75 feet. Yeah, it was 75 feet because I have a 150-foot throw string and we were pretty much maxed out. So everything went smooth. At one point, we thought we got a water line. It was crazy. I dropped a piece. I was pushing chunks off, and one of the chunks actually split the root in half from the oak tree that we were taking down, and water started gushing out of the ground. And I was like, "Oh no, I think we got a water line." But we inspected everything, and there's no way there was a water line there. And then I talked to the homeowner, and we all agreed there's no way. And we dug down into the hole, and we actually found the root, and water was pouring out of the root. It was really crazy. So I guess those things happen. It wasn't a big deal, but before I started taking pieces in that direction, I definitely made sure that I seen where the water line was, because the neighborhood we were at, it's on a community water system. And you always want to make sure of those things. Even though it's really deep, we were taking some big pieces, and we just don't want to be fixing that kind of stuff. So that gave me a little bit of scare. And then once the tree came down, I actually cut into a piece of metal. I figured there was metal in the tree because a black oak being that old, there's usually something in there, and my luck, I hit it. So it was a brand new sharpen. I grinded the chain last night, so I'll be grinding chains tonight again, getting ready for tomorrow. We're just super busy, but I did want to say thank you to everybody for watching and commenting and just enjoying the stuff that I'm putting out. So I appreciate that, and God bless. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right.